Morning. How
How are
is
you?
everything?
I am doing all right, brother. Thank you. So listen, in this class, we're going to do a full simulation of the ICAO test, Santos Dumont English Assessment. So first of all, please tell me your full name.
Leonardo de Andrade Ripe.
Okay, thank you very much. Do you have any electronic devices with you in the room? That's the question they will ask you on the day. You may answer, and the examiner will start the first part of the test, which is called aviation topics. So, in this part, as you may know, you will answer some questions related to aviation. So, the first question I have for you is, what do pilots need to take into consideration before performing an emergency evacuation?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's very important for a pilot to bear in mind that he's responsible and he's accountable for everything that might happen should an emergency evacuation happen. So he first of all has to run his checklist because that's the only way to assure that everything is going to go according to plan. Furthermore, it's also very important that the pilot briefs his crew, telling everyone what they're supposed to do, telling everyone what to do at what times, basically to ensure that everything has been straightened out and everyone's going to be able to do whatever they have to. And last but not least, of course, the pilot or the piloting commander, he is supposed to be able to make everyone feel safe and not desperate. So, in a nutshell, basically, what I can just say is that running his checklist and keeping his cool.
Okay, man. Thank you very much for that. Sounds amazing. And also, what has changed in Brazilian aviation industry over the past decade, in your view?
To the best of my knowledge, aviation per se hasn't changed much. But what I can say is that Embraer, for instance, has been greatly developed, especially with the C390, the Millennium aircraft, because it has opened a wider door for more marketing opportunities, more um, business opportunities. So basically, in a nutshell, what I can just say is that at least in Brazil, Embraer is playing a major role in worldwide, and it's been able to open even more doors than has been opened before.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. And lastly, what kind of weather can cause problems to an aircraft?
To the best of my knowledge, the first thing that comes to my mind is that if you have poor visibility, probably you are going to have to perform an instrument approach. And of course, if you don't have the ability or if you're not allowed to do that, that's a major problem by itself. Furthermore, it's also important to bear in mind that any condition that has snow or ice could be very dangerous to any operations. I'm talking about icing procedures or de-icing procedures. I'm talking about having snow pellets getting inside your engine and so on and so forth. And last but not least, of course, we can consider volcanic ash to be a weather condition, and the volcanic ash particles they might jeopardize the functioning of the engine, which is per se very dangerous as well. So basically, I mean, just putting it like broadly speaking, any sort of different condition that you might face throughout your flight might be dangerous if you don't know how to respond to them.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much indeed. This is the end of the first part. Let's move on to part two. Part two, as you may know, interacting as a pilot. In this part, you will interact with the air traffic control, five different situations. You may ask the controller to say again once if you like. After listening to the controller, you should interact exactly as the pilot. You are the pilot of a twin engine aircraft, and your call sign is ANAC 123. Are the instructions clear?
Yes, sir. Crystal clear.
Let's start with situation number 1. In this situation, imagine that you are flying from Sydney to Melbourne. Listen to Melbourne Center and read back. ANAC 123, Melbourne Center, squawk ident, maintain flight level 360. We received pilot reports informing about icing conditions from flight level 280 up to flight level 380 on your route. Read back.
Say again for ANAC 123.
Very good. ANAC 123, Melbourne Center, squawk ident, maintain flight level 360. We received pilot reports informing about icing conditions from flight level 280 up to flight level 380 on your route. Read back.
ANAC 123, squawk ident, maintaining flight level 360, aware of the reports of severe ice from flight level 280 to flight level 380 on my route.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Now, imagine in continuation.